Hi folks, today I am taking the plane home, just picking it up from maintenance here in Danbury, and unfortunately the weather is not that great, ceilings are really low, so I had to file an IFR flight plan. With any luck, the rain will hold out so that I can land and put the plane away before it starts raining.
This is Danbury Tower, ATC Information Echo. Time 1653 Zulu, wind 040 at 5, visibility is 10, overcast ceiling 1,300, temperature 1, dew point -2, altimeter 3036. Landing and departing runway 8. Localizer 8 is the approaching use. Notice the airman. Only tower, 0.8 nautical miles east, southeast of the approach on the runway 26, 995 feet MSL. Caution, bird and wildlife activity in vicinity of the airport. On initial contact, advise you of information echo.
Okay. And Danbury ground, 547 Tango Juliet, request IFR clearance to Papa Oscar uniform.
Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, I have your full route clearance advisory copy.
Ready to copy.
Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, you cleared to Poughkeepsie via Carmel, Kingston, that's India Gulf November, direct. After departure, maintain 3,000, expect 4,000 5 minutes after. Departure control frequency 126.4, your squawk is 4231.
Okay, clear to Papa Oscar uniform, initial fix Carmel, Charlie Mike Kilo, then Kingston, India Gulf November, initial altitude 3,000, expect 4 and 5, 126.4 and 4231 on the squawk.
And November 7 Tango Juliet, your readback is correct.
Thank you.
And 7 Tango Juliet, understand you're ready for departure?
Ready for departure, runway 8.
November 547 Tango Juliet, Danbury Tower, hold short, awaiting IFR release.
Holding for release, 7 Tango Juliet. Okay, we're ready there. Togo bars are on. Our initial altitude bugged to 3,000. Our flight plan, we're going to Carmel first, CMK, boom. Set up our heading bug to Carmel. I should be recording this. Let's get this other camera going. All right. So, flight plan is all loaded up in here. We have our altitude bug to 3,000, which is our initial altitude. We have Carmel heading bug set up there. And our route is kind of like this to get there. It's not very far, but it'll work. Unfortunately, the ceilings are a little too low to take off VFR, so this is as good as it gets. But temperatures are ready. Queue up 126.4. So I have the tower frequency live. I've got the approach frequency next. And then on the backup, I got the emergency frequency there. There we go. That camera's ready. This camera is rolling. This camera is rolling. We're good to go. So it's almost time to take off. We're just waiting for our IFR clearance. IFR release, I should say. I already got my clearance.
November 547 Tango Juliet, on departure left turn direct Carmel, maintain 3,000, runway 8, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8. Runway heading, then left turn approved to Carmel, 7 Tango Juliet. Ready to go. Turn on the 360 camera too. Get all the cameras rolling. And here we go. Airspeed is starting to come alive. We're at 50 knots. 60. 77, rotate. Now we're going to follow the magenta line right here. Magenta bars. 90 knots. Positive rate of climb. We're not quite clear of obstacles, so I'm going to keep the flaps in for a minute. As we pass that tower right there, which I always hate. Flaps up.
7 Tango Juliet, left turn direct Carmel, maintain 3000, you can contact departure.
Left to Carmel, over to departure, 7 Tango Juliet. .600, caps available. New York approach, Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, climbing out of 1,500. New York approach, Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, climbing out of 2,000.
7 Tango Juliet, radar contact, climb to 3000.
Climb to 3,000, 7 Tango Juliet.
Number 547 Tango Juliet, you can go direct Kingston via war when able.
Direct Kingston via war, 7 Tango Juliet. That was a nice little shortcut he gave me. Oh. Alright, we are now direct India Golf November. Have our camera refastened, but we're gonna turn it off because there's nothing to see anymore. Except here on the screens. Plenty to see on the screens. So we'll keep this camera rolling. And the 360 camera's turned off. Slow down to 65% power. 3000 IMC. Can't see a thing out the window. In fact, I'll record this for a second. This is what's out the window. There's absolutely nothing. So, on days like this is what we see. We got screens here and absolutely nothing out there. Okay. Now, let's go pick up the...
Southwest Command, put information Charlie 16532.
We are direct parent and cross parent about 3000.
1,500 overcast, temperature 2, dew point -3, altimeter 3034. RNAV runway 24 is the approaching you, sending departing runway 24. Notice airman, tower out of service, 7.4 miles northwest, 2,000 feet MSL. ILS runway 6 glide paths unusable.
Number 547 Tango Juliet, contact New York on 13275.
132.75, 7 Tango Juliet. 3275. New York approach, Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, level 3000.
547 Tango Juliet, New York, roger, Dutch altimeter 3034.
3034 and request the RNAV 24 with a VECU initial fix. And we are 11 miles from VECU. Total IMC, can't see anything out the window. But I can see all kinds of cool stuff here. We have switched tanks, we're good there.
Number 547 Tango Juliet, New York.
Go ahead, for 7 Tango Juliet.
Proceed direct VECU.
Direct VECU, 7 Tango Juliet. And let's get the tower frequency queued up, because that's next. And
547 Tango Juliet, verify Charlie, altimeter 3034.
confirm we have Charlie 3034, 7 Tango Juliet.
7 Tango Juliet, 10 from VECU, cross VECU at 3000, clear for the GPS 24.
Cross VECU at 3000, clear for the GPS 24, 7 Tango Juliet. You can tell these New York controllers like to talk fast. Now I'm cleared for the approach, so I tend to turn my landing light on. That reminds me that I'm cleared for the approach. Now the ceiling is calling overcast 1400, and the missed approach point on this approach is 900 feet. So I have good 500 foot buffer there. Where is it? 2.5 miles from Vecchio. Right when I get to Vecchio, I will go mixture rich and slow down. Alright, so I've got the lowest altitude on my altitude bug right here, and I've put, we're going to slow down to here, get us to about 18 degrees. 18 inches of manifold pressure, I should say.
No, 547 Tango Juliet, towers 121 points, actually 124.0.
Over to tower 124.0, 7 Tango Juliet. Touches tower, Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, with you just outside of June B, 3 miles outside of June B.
Cirrus 547 Tango Juliet, Dutch Tower, Port Jutru, inbound, verify information, Charlie.
We'll report Jutru, and we have Charlie, 7 Tango Juliet.
And Cirrus 7 Tango Juliet had power about 2 minutes ago, Learjet reported ceiling 1,500 overcast and negative icing.
Copy, 7 Tango Juliet. Okay, that's good. Negative icing and 1,500 ceiling. Alright, there's nothing to see yet, so I'm not going to turn these other cameras on. But this is a typical approach. You're flying entirely by these instruments, can't see anything out the window. We're descending to 2,400 now. A little bumpy. And I could let it just wait and pick up the glide slope, or I can do what I'm going to do now, which is put VS in at 500 feet a minute, and it'll start the descent. And I can see from the banana bar where that's going to land.
Vertical track.
We're coming up on 2,000 feet now. Okay, we should be at 1,100 at Jutru, which is the final approach fixed. And that should get us below the clouds. So I'm going to go ahead and dial in that descent. We're at 1860, still in the clouds. Alright, we're aiming for 1100. We're right on glide slope. We're descending out of 1700. And I'm not going to put my full flaps in until I actually see the runway and have committed to land. But everything looks good so far. I can almost see the ground. We're at 1600. And Dutchess Tower, 547 Tango Juliet, half mile from Jutru.
7 Tango Juliet, runway 24, clear land, use caution, man equipment, right side, runway 24, last 1,000 feet in the snow.
Clear land, 24, and copy all, 7 Tango Juliet. Alright, so I think we're good. We're going to slow down a little bit. We're going to get our full flaps in. Turn the autopilot off. We are aiming for the runway. We're a little high, I can see here, so I'm going to descend a bit more. Now my flight path marker is right on the numbers, so that's good. Glide path says I'm a little high, but that's okay. Rather be a little high.
Minimums.
Definitely cleared it above minimums, so that's a good thing. There we go. Right on glide slope. We have a slight crosswind to deal with. That's also okay.
Check runway.
Oh, I'm checking. It's right there. Nice soft landing there. A little bit right of center line, but not too bad.
Cirrus 17 with Juliet, going Juliet.
Yes, sir.
Cirrus 17 with Juliet, right at Golf Delta Juliet, this frequency, I'll be there.
Right on Golf to Juliet on this frequency. 17 Juliet. Woohoo! And best part, it hasn't started raining yet. I beat the rain.
If you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can keep up with my latest videos.